Hey friends, this is Saray from Saray Plans, and thank you so much for joining me today. This is a super exciting video again because this is my first plan with me using the brand new Erin Condren Daily Duo Life Planner. This has been a highly requested video since these launched, and I plan on doing them weekly as a plan with me, and also another plan with me with my weekly planner as well. But I'm going to go ahead and do separate videos for each of those just because they're, so different in their own ways. However, if you're new to my channel, before we get started, I'd love for you to stick around by subscribing. I'll be posting videos each week. And if you enjoy this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Any links for any of the items that I use in the video will be added in the description section as they are available. And should you have any questions, feel free to drop them down in the comment section, and I'll be happy to answer those for you. If you're not familiar with this planner yet, I am placing a link for you to be able to view the review video and become a little bit more familiar to what this planner is all about, because I'm not going to be going through the planner in this video. It's going to be a plan with me. So I'm going to be setting up the week of May 4th through May 10th. I've already planned my week using my weekly, hourly Erin Condren Life Planner. I've already set this up, and I'll go ahead and link this video for you if you wanted to take a look at it as well. But this is just my main setup for the week, things that I know that are happening for sure, and my schedule. And then the Daily Duo is going to be for the more specific items that I need to get done throughout the week. And I will reference this planner throughout every single day as I set up my day in my Duo. However, I do want to set up some things, everything that I already have in my weekly, I want to transfer here. So that's what I'm going to be doing in this video. Let me first go ahead and walk you through last week. And yeah, so it starts over here. Now, this planner is from January through June 2021. And the reason why I am using this planner is because it is a calendar year planner. So when you order a Daily Duo, you're going to receive it for starting in July through June of next year. So there is no planner that is going on right now in the month of May 2020. So, but I wanted to get into it right away so I could start testing it out, see how I liked it, and perhaps give you some ideas as well. And what I did is I started using the month of April. So it was like the end of April and the beginning of May of 2021. And I've go ahead and cover certain areas here so that it doesn't remind me that this is not a 2020 planner. It is 2021. So that's how I've done that. I've also gone ahead and adjusted the dates. So I printed some date covers here, just some simple date covers so that I can go ahead and adjust it to the 2020 dates. So this is how I used it last week, or really this week because it's Saturday, and I am loving it so far. There's definitely so much room in this planner, and it's just a lot of flexibility. So just to give you a quick recap on a couple of different things that you can do and give you some ideas before we get into the actual plan, is that, you could have obviously your schedule here because of the hours, your to-do list here, or here for this day specifically, I had a shopping list. So there was the ECLP Insider Launch Day. So I have my shopping list ready to go. I had some habits that I wanted to track here. This day, schedule items, my to-dos were here, some habit trackers, some main events that I wanted to remember of the day, and then just some general notes. So for example, I made a couple of notes around books that I was talking to someone about and they recommended, and I needed to make a note of that so that I could always go back and say, okay, well, what are the books that I should really be focusing on now? Same thing here, schedule. And here what I did is I put my main focus. So this was on the EC launch. This is an exciting day. And I had to-dos, like my general to-dos, personal to-dos. And then here I had some work to-dos and some home to-dos as well. So, you could do that too. I have my sticky notes placed here. I'm not going to need them now, but I keep them here just so that I can jot some notes as I'm going. And I'll talk about the dashboard in just a second, but let me just show you the other day. So this is on Thursday, you know, schedule, my to-do list. I love this area here too for random thoughts. You know, the getting my HR certification is something that has been on my bucket list for I don't know how long, and I keep putting it off. And I realized that I could be making a lot more of this quarantine time if I just focused on that. So I just made my note here, sort of like a light bulb moment. It's like, you know, wait a minute, I should be really doing this. So I can just jot it here and I can go back and, you know, really use it as a living, breathing document to help you really stay focused and on target with some of your goals. I'm going to skip the notes pages because I'm going to save them for another video on showing you how I do that, how I use that. But Friday, same thing. My brain dump section, some shopping list, and then the weekend. So today it is Saturday. We went on a hike earlier today. This is how I'm using it this weekend. Now it might change next week, and you can do hours. For example, right here, I had sort of like my to-dos or my morning to-dos, and then things that were happening, major events that are happening during the day. So that's how I'm going to use it this weekend, but it can really change depending on your needs. And here, I mean, I'm going to, from this weekend, I'm going to go ahead and put in some pictures from things that I want to remember from this week. Sort of like a memory keeping type of space. But there's, you know, so much room here that you can really use it for anything. It could be, you can white this out and maybe put in a sticker or write in next week. So things that you want to focus on for next week if you're not using two planners, or if you just want to jot some extra notes down, that's also very helpful. All right. I did a mock-up for one of the pages in the back, and I share this on Instagram as well, on how much room you have in this planner that you can really use it to sort of keep track of multiple people in your life. So this was a mock-up of, for example, my schedule and my husband's schedule, Steven. And I just put washi right down the middle. You can even do it with a pen if you don't want to take up that much real estate. But, you know, one person on one side, the other person on the other side, and you can have these schedules simultaneously together. If, you know, if you have, you probably have space to have 3 individual folks listed there. So that's an idea. This could be your to-dos, the other person's to-dos or reminders. And I think this is helpful if you are planning on keeping this planner open sort of for community use in your home. This is another way that you can use it. So as I think of other things, I'll definitely share them. And this is one of the reasons why I wanted to get into it right away. All right, one last thing before we get into the planning, and it is the dashboard. This planner does not have a weekly view. And I know that I mentioned that I wasn't going to go into the planner. However, I do have to mention certain things because it needs to make sense for you. So this does not have a weekly view. You're basically looking at it from the monthly view. So you do have a monthly view here and the daily view, except for Saturday and Sunday, which are together on one page. So if you need a weekly view and you do not want to get another planner because maybe you don't need 2 planners or you don't have a desire for that, I highly recommend getting the Snap-in dashboard. On one side, you have a section for priorities and you can list all of your priorities. And here on the bottom, you can write your to-dos for the week. On this side, you have a Monday through Sunday space for your schedule. So you can write in your events, etc. Now I'm going to use it a little bit differently because I have another planner. I have my weekly planner. So I don't necessarily need to write all of the events here, although I could if I wanted to. So one of the things that how I plan on using this is to list sort of like the recurring events each week so that I can just take a look at it and remind myself of what needs to happen each week to start building some routines or sustaining the routines that I already have. So that's what I've done here. And then here, what I've done is I've created sort of like a reference list of all of my habits and things that I want to get into on a regular basis. So working out, you know, taking care of my, you know, personal things, logging into my wellness and budget logs, updating my planner, etc. So some general habits that I do want to do, and I've color coded them. So I have the yellow family asterisks here are things that I typically would want to do in the morning. The blue is at night, and the red has to do with work. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and take this off now because I won't need it for now. And we're going to get started by planning the week and the daily. Right, so the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to white out the date just so that I have no shadowing there. I'm going to move it on this side just because I don't have a ton of room and I kind of made them too big, but I don't really care. I'm going to cut that there. So this is Tuesday the 5th. So I do have to adjust this because Cinco de Mayo is on Tuesday, not on Wednesday this year. So to the 6th. Now I'll probably end up ordering another duo just because I'll probably just want to go ahead and start fresh next year, but we'll see. So this is the 7th, and I believe, so National Nurses Day is actually on the 6th in 2020, and it is on the 7th. No, it's on the 6th. Yeah, it's on the 6th for 2020. All right, so I need to adjust this one. So this is Friday the 8th. The 9th. And the 10th. All right, so the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to set my work schedule or work appointments. And I'm using, instead of washi, I'm just using this Mile Liner highlighter to mark the time frame. All right, so we're back to Monday. I'm gonna go ahead and schedule my appointments for things that I have to do at a specific time. Now, I share this trick on Instagram as well as in my last weekly hourly plan with me, which I'll link for you here. But it didn't work so well on the weekly hourly, or I didn't really like it as much. But it was this little trick of using a puncher to punch the edge of the sticker just to make it a half moon, so that you could use up some of the circle stickers that I usually don't know what to use it for. So what you can do is you can put it around the time that you want to block there, and it's it will reveal or keep the hour showing so that you know exactly what time it is, so you don't have to write the time. And it is tall enough to cover a full hour time frame in the Daily Duo. So I have a call. And you can even do the same thing with these. I use a different color just so that it shows a little bit more. But I'm going to punch the edge. To mark that next appointment. I have to get a new puncher. This one's all used up, so it wrinkles it a little bit, but if it was a new puncher, it would look even better. So this is for another call. All right, and for this one, this pen, I usually use a black Inkjoy gel, but I've switched for this week. Let's see how I like it. To the Inkjoy gel 0.5, I usually use a 0.7, but I'm using a blue one now. But sometimes I do like to use the Pilot Ultra Fine Point marker, especially for vinyl stickers. This one didn't really need it, but sometimes I feel like it needs a little bit more of the ink that this one, because it's so fine, doesn't give to these kinds of stickers. So I like that for that one. All right, so Monday is done with that. However, I do have to remember to list a few things in the morning. So let me go ahead and list those here. All right, so these are some of the habits that I want to do first thing in the morning. And I'm going to do my work habits here. All right, and usually I cover this calendar with one of these little stickies, which this one right here is like perfect size to cover that up. Or the circle will work too. I'm actually going to use the circle because I need to write myself a reminder. It shows a little bit, but doesn't really matter. For my neighbor who is doing a can drive, and she's doing a can drive up, so she's picking up all these canned goods for donations, and I have to give those to her early morning. I think that's it. I'm gonna go ahead and write here the temperature. I won't use the weather sticker here because I see it on my weekly view. So I think that's it for Monday. Oh, I'm gonna jot down. At 6 p.m. Looks like the weather is gonna be nice. So I think Monday is all set up for the most part. Let me go ahead and do Tuesday. So, sorry, with all this flipping, I'm still trying to get used to it. Oh, you know what? I meant to also, no, I won't highlight it. I was thinking of highlighting 6, but I don't want the whole thing to be highlighted. So I'll just go ahead and just leave it for like that for now. So that's it on Tuesday. So I'll put this other sticker here to block the calendar. Oh, I'm gonna have to white out some of it because May of next year is pretty, looks like a long month. And I like to use this TomBow removable adhesive double-sided tape to make this, turn it into a sticker instead of a sticky note. And I'll actually do the same thing for Monday. I'm gonna go ahead and wait out a couple of the days, and that doesn't have to be the whole thing. And the cool thing about that is that because it's removable, even if you go outside, you can just rub it off like that and it comes off. All right, so this one I'm gonna do, so it's Teacher Appreciation Day, and it's also Cinco de Mayo. To my work habits. And as I was writing something, I remembered I have to go to the post office. Use this little sticker. Go to the post office on Monday, first thing. So Wednesday, it's also my grandmother's birthday. I use this little balloon from KRISSYANNE Designs to mark the day here. Oh, and then I'll mark Nurses Day too, because I want to remember that. So I use this stethoscope from this orange one. This is from Lily Henry. Unfortunately, this is a shop that's no longer open. But I absolutely love the stickers, and I've been really hoarding them for so long. But I need to use them up. Just realized I forgot to write the temperature. See, I'm trying to get used to this thing. 7. There you go. So that was for Tuesday. Okay, home stretch. I won't put the exercise on Thursday or the rest of the week because I don't know what the weather is going to be like. All right, so I think I'm good with Thursday. Friday, same thing. I spoke too soon. I wasn't good at all. I needed to get rid of this calendar. So what is it, a couple more months until I can stop actually doing that? That's what I get for trying to get ahead of myself. No wonder I go through this stuff like crazy. All right, so new one to the rescue. And I don't really think you have to do this, but you actually don't have to do that in this case, but I don't know. Creature of habit. I think I'm just used to whiting everything out. All right, so that's good. All right, so the other thing is that the weekends, I usually don't plan them this early in advance because I have no idea what we're doing. So what I'm going to do though, I am going to put the things that I know, but like my father-in-law's birthday is on the 9th and obviously Mother's Day, but that's it because I really don't know what we're doing. So let me go ahead and think about what I'm going to do here. All right, let's try this sticker. Let's see how this looks. Not crazy about it, but maybe it could serve to block some of this. This one I definitely have to white it out if I'm not going to be using this. Let's see. All right, let's see here. See, I just don't want to use so much real estate because I don't know. Nah, you know what? I'm going to use it. I am going to use it. I actually really like the way that turned out. All right, and then on Saturday, it is my father-in-law's birthday. I'm just gonna use this yellow one here. I'm going to mark it off here. All right, I think that should do it. I think that's everything that I know for sure. And then I'll go ahead and finish filling it up as I go. All right, so this was a little bit of a wonky plan with me, but it is the first in the duo. I'm excited to plan a little bit more with you guys, Thank you so much for hanging out with me for this plan with me. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos in the future. I upload them every week. I'll see you next time.